just want to remind everyone of that. I am remiss in not having that put on the agenda. I own that, not Katie, but I just remind everyone of that. With that, may I have a motion to open this to members of the public for items not on the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Any objections?
Aye.
Open to the public for items not on the agenda. Good.
Very quick, Francis Gavigan, since it's not on the agenda, what is the status on the proposed minor site plan for Energy Sun Systems Farms Greenhouse Solar Corp. between 202 and Dutch Lane?
They are going to be on for completeness in December's hearing.
Now, will that start all over again in January because it'll be a new board or a new year, or?
So once it's deemed complete, their hearing won't be until the earliest January.
Okay, that's it.
Anyone else in the public? Okay. I have a motion to close the public.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We are closed to the public. Presentation of minutes. Making progress. And I saw the edits.
I know, thank you, Matt. And sorry, Jamal. I had you down as Mr. Kohat for part of the minutes.
Funny, I actually was about to text you and say, has anyone else given you edits? And then I saw that. So anyway, may I have a motion? Has everyone had a chance to review the March 18th, 2025 meeting minutes and the October 21st, 2025 meeting minutes? And does everyone know, if you were absent at one of these meetings, do not vote on the approval? Does everyone know who that is?
I have it.
Good, okay. Should I do these, can I do them all at once then?
Yes.
Okay. May I have a motion to approve the March 18th, 2025 meeting minutes and the October 21st, 2025 meeting minutes? May I have a motion?
Can we do it together? One person was not at one.
All right, we can do it separate.
Okay, let's do March 18th first. May I have a motion to approve the March 18th, 2025 minutes?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Is there anyone who abstained from that for the record?
You do.
I do.
Yes, you weren't there, March 18th.
I read them and I forgot. Okay. October 21st, may I have a motion to approve October 21st, 2025 meeting minutes?
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
I'm voting on that one? Okay.
Yes.
Resolution for approval. We have in front of us two resolutions. This is to increase the beginning of the year. Help me here, anyone who knows this better, but municipality basically authorizes so much to be spent. There's a sort of a not to exceed amount, how much we can spend on how much budgeted or put aside for our professionals. And our professionals' services to us have exceeded the amount that we initially approved, and this question, we will review what we will do for 2026, so we're not here again, hopefully. But these resolutions are to increase that amount so that we can pay our professionals for the work they have done. So I think there's both of them now. We have them. Anyone have any questions on these resolutions?
And Emily, maybe you could explain why the amounts have gone up, just generally?
I'm trying to remember now.
Well, my understanding is there've been a lot of applications, right? And so there are more costs involved with that. And there was also affordable housing, which was significant
Yes.
review this year. And so the reason the costs have gone up, it was more than anticipated at the beginning of the year.
Yes.
And the housing element.
And the housing element, and then also some work on ordinances, and then, did you have to review a bunch of stuff earlier in the year?
Both of us did.
Yes, and then both of our professionals were new and came in the middle of applications. They had to review those, and that's on our dime, which is,
Yeah, but I think the lion's share was number of applications and significant projects that, were greater, such as the affordable housing, which is
Yes.
very significant. That's a state-imposed obligation, and it requires all the municipalities to spend a lot more than they would normally.
Yeah.
And so this allows, obviously, that work to be done pursuant to our requirements.
yeah. Thank you. With that, may I have a motion, I'll take these together. Yeah, I'm done with, okay. May I have a motion to approve the resolution to certify additional 2025 funds for a township planning board attorney? May I have a motion?
Yes. So moved.
Actually, second. All in favor?
Aye.
It's some money, so you should take a individual vote.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Mr. Catenacci?
Thank you to our professionals. Great job.
Mr. Catenacci?
Yes.
Ms. Deadweiler?
Yes.
Mr. DePiero?
Yes.
Mr. Kadri?
Yes.
Mr. Kohat?
Yes.
Mr. Latham?
Yes.
Mr. McGovern?
Yes.
Ms. Wiggum?
Yes.
I think we're good.
May I have a motion to approve the resolution to certify additional 2025 funds for our township planner? It says town, I read it. Okay, let me change this. It should say planning board planner. I just read what was on there.
Oh, sorry.
Does the resolution need to be amended?
Say that it's for the
It says township planning board, and it says,
planning board planner.
so confusing. Make it clear that this is for the planning board planner.
Okay.
May I have a motion to approve additional funds to planning board planner?
Second.
Okay. All in favor? Oh, we have to take a roll call.
Mr. Catenacci?
Yes.
Ms. Deadweiler?
Yes.
Mr. DePiero?
Yes.
Mr. Kadri?
Yes.
And Mr. Kohat?
Yes.
Mr. Latham?
Yes.
Mr. McGovern?
Yes.
Ms. Wiggum?
Invoices for approval. Has everyone had a chance to look at those? And some of you look at them late. Any questions on those? No? Okay. May I have a motion to approve the Mason Griffin Pearson invoices, the Van Cleef invoices, and the Kyle McManus invoices? May I have a motion?
So moved.
All in favor? Okay, individual. I'm like, it's money.
Do them
I'm
all
like,
together, right? Like the two.
yes, but then it's money. Okay, thank you.
Mr. Catenacci?
Yes.
Ms. Deadweiler?
Yes.
Mr. DePiero?
Yes.
Mr. Kadri?
Yes.
Mr. Kohat?
Yes.
Mr. Latham?
Yes.
Mr. McGovern?
Yes.
Ms. Wiggum?
Yeah.
Taking a break, make sure everyone's caught up. Okay, the next thing we have is consistency review for the new historic preservation ordinance with the new official map. So that's, if you recall, some time ago, this board sent recommendation to the township committee to designate some historic districts, which the township committee has introduced an ordinance to do just that. It also includes a revised map, which recognizes those historic districts as well as other changes it's made. So right here, we need to do a consistency review. Mr. Kyle, do you have anything for us on the consistency review here?
Sure, so I did review the historic preservation plan element from 1993 that was amended in 1995. Those districts were discussed. They had not been designated at the state or national level at that point, but they followed shortly thereafter. I think most of them were in 94, 95, 96. So there is discussion in there about those historic districts. So what the municipal land use law says, and it's 40:55D-65.1, it enables the township committee to designate historic districts as overlays on the zoning map. But what it says is that they have to be, if it's after July of 1994, they have to be as identified in the historic preservation plan element. So essentially, we've met that requirement. The recommendation was in 93 that the districts, they were studied and that they be nominated for the national, and I think, I can't remember the state and national register, but either way. And then there was some mapping that was sent to me. I don't know how many of you here when Joanna Slagle from Banish Associates was the planner, but she sent me some mapping. There were subsequent discussions after that where, those districts had been designated and they were essentially identified, for overlay, essentially. So this is pretty consistent with the recommendation in the historic preservation plan. So this one's easy.
Any questions on that? So this is just a consistency review, just it. So typically we find it's not inconsistent, right?
That'd be the motion.
Okay, so may I have a motion to find the historic preservation ordinance with the map not inconsistent with the master plan?
I so move. Second.
Second. Take it individually? Why not?
Mr. Catenacci?
Yes.
Ms. Deadweiler?
Yes.
Mr. DePiero?
Yes.
Mr. Kadri?
Yes.
Mr. Kohat?
Yes.
Mr. Latham?
Yes.
Mr. McGovern?
Yes.
Ms. Wiggum?
Yes. Looking at oral reports, I actually would like to get past this agenda and then go back to oral reports. Does anyone have any objection to me moving oral reports to before a closed session? Anyone have any objection? Okay, I'm going to move those down. We do not have any completeness hearings. Correspondence. We basically have another request for an extension to file a subdivision. What do we need to do with that?
You can make a motion to approve it, and I think I've done resolutions in the past, just memorializing that.
Okay. I'll stay out of this one. This is the UAW.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that'd be great. We're done.
Okay, so if someone want to make a motion to approve the extension of time, then it's requested.
Second.
And take a roll.
Mr. Catenacci?
Yes.
Mr. DePiero?
Yes.
Mr. Kadri?
Yes.
Mr. Kohat?
Yes.
Mr. Latham?
Yes.
Mr. McGovern?
Yes.
And Ms. Wiggum?
Abstain.
Abstain.
Okay. Now we have the application. So this is an application that we're not going to hear tonight, but we wanted to have, I think the applicant wanted to have some discussion. I'm going to let you bring us up to speed, Jim.
Sure, so,
So, excuse me, I'm excused, right?
Yes, this is the Board of Adjustment now, so.
Yep.
You can stay around for later. if you want to.
so this application had been deemed complete. When we started the technical review,
Oh, can I interrupt?
sure,
Do we want to take jurisdiction or no?
Well, we're not having a hearing
Okay.
tonight, so
Okay.
then we wouldn't.
All right, so let's make sure.
so as we got into the technical review, there was one fact that came to light, or that I realized at a certain point after reviewing the material, that had been discussed previously, and that is that there is a two-family dwelling on this property. The reason that's important is that that is an existing non-conforming use. We're not going to hear it tonight, but my understanding is that the owner can provide testimony as to the existence of that, so that the board can confirm that it's a legally existing non-conforming use. So it's been in existence since before our zoning ordinance. We adopted certain ordinances in the mid-40s and late 50s, but the actual zoning ordinance that created the zone districts and talked about permitted uses was June of '63. So we'll hear the testimony at the next hearing, but it has been confirmed that it existed. So it is a legally existing non-conforming use. The importance of that is there's a case called Raspberries v. Kingwood Township, Planning Board, I think, where a non-conforming use was on a property, it was being subdivided. Someone appealed the determination, and the court decided that when you have an existing non-conforming use on a property and you subdivide it and make it smaller, it requires a D2 use variance. So that was not applied for or noticed for this evening. So that's one variance that has to be added. Now, as far as the actual subdivision, it was applied for previously, and I believe in this case, under lot averaging standards. So there are three development options in the Amwell Valley Agricultural District. One is conventional development. That does not have a maximum density specified. The second is lot averaging. If you read the definition, you have to have at least 20 acres in order to lot average, because it says you have to comply with the conventional standards, but then average the lot area and setbacks and things like that. And that has a density standard, a maximum density of 0.1 units per acre. Then we have the open lands option. Neither the lot averaging or open lands options have a minimum tract size requirement. However, it's implied, if you read the definition, lot averaging, you have to have 20 acres. Open lands doesn't necessarily say that, and it doesn't have a minimum tract area. So this could really be considered under either conventional, where it would require a D2 variance and a lot area variance, or under the open lands, where it would require just the density variance.
And the D2.
And the D2. Yeah, the D2 is required no matter either option.
Can I just ask you a question?
No, I'm kidding. Of course you
I want to make sure I understand sort of this, but under open lands. So I see a 10-acre minimum farm lot, is that what it, there's like, you can divide, the open lands has to be a minimum of 10 acres,
Correct,
but that is different than tract area.
correct. There is no minimum tract,
I don't see a tract area.
nor is the definition informative as to, like the lot averaging definition is. We don't define it the same way we do lot averaging, so that was not really helpful.
Yeah,
So-
and having spent time with this, there's that 10-acre minimum that you're going to designate as an open tract.
Right.
Which can then have some carve out. And then it also has a minimum of something else, 1.5 acre minimum.
Yeah, the non-open lands tract is 1.5.
Yes,
minimum.
okay.
Correct.
So, okay.
Yeah, so as the ordinance is written, this application could go on either one of those options. So I don't really see an upside or downside. I mean, I guess maybe the open lands, but for the density, is closer because we're getting a lot that's at least 10 acres, and that can have a dwelling on it as the open lands. And then we have a 1.6 acre lot that meets the 1.5 acre minimum that's required in the zoning. I think there's alternative setbacks for the open lands lots as well, so there probably wouldn't be any other bulk variance relief that would be required. With the conventional option, there may be other bulk variances required because remember that those setbacks get a lot bigger in the conventional configuration. So I think the front yard is 100 or 125. It's a pretty big number. So the way that the lots are being created under the conventional, there's probably other bulk relief that will be needed for the existing dwelling to remain.
So you're saying that they're in front of this board because of the D2,
No matter what.
no matter what? So,
Yep.
okay, doesn't matter. So if they do conventional, lot averaging is out, but it could be open lands,
Yep,
conventional or open lands.
correct.
Those are the choices.
Did you say they needed something else along the D2 for open lands, or was that?
Density.
Density.
And they're close, because the density permitted is 0.15 units per acre, so it works out to 1.8 lots that they would be entitled to under that
So we're
density.
close.
So it's pretty close
It's
to.
a lot closer than 10 acre to 10 acre and a 10 acre. That small difference is a lot, to me, palatable, for lack of a better word. That's just my,
I will say that this isn't an extremely unusual situation.
It is. I've never encountered anything like this in 30 years.
I've done a lot of transactions through the county. I haven't seen this. This is an unusual circumstance, so just,
Very unique,
it served a purpose,
right.
so it's unusual.
But what the applicant is asking for isn't changing, it's just
Correct.
what's the predictable path to get there.
I don't even know predictable, I think so the issue is tonight, all they noticed for was a density variance. So I just want to make, since either option has different relief associated with it, I think they just want to walk out of here knowing this is what we're applying for and this is what we have to put in our notice so that there's no more issues. And I figured that's the least we can do. So I don't know that, I think the open lands is closer, if that makes a difference to anyone. So that might be the best way to go.
Unfortunately, I know they noticed for other variances too, but on a use variance, we have to name the use variances that you're looking for. It can't just it's not an incidental thing.
Yeah, we can't, D variances you generally don't put under the catch-all, because the point of notice is that any reasonable person can read the notice and understand exactly what you're doing. Sometimes bulk variances come up in review, they missed it, things like that. That's appropriate for a catch-all, but you know,
These,
Ds are tough
Pieces
because,
on it.
yeah, because somebody might decide, well, it's just bulk relief, I'm not going to show up. And then all of a sudden it's a D variance and, you know, if they didn't know that, that's problematic.
yeah, so no matter what, they have to notice for the D. So and they will do that, I'm assuming. We just want to verify that we're going under conventional or open lands ratio, if I recall.
Yes.
And if anyone wants to weigh in on it, I go on the record having spent way more time than I ever anticipated reading ordinances and discussing deeply with Jim, that I would say, I'm more comfortable with the open lands. That's me personally.
I'll second that, having read the ordinance as well.
Is anyone else who also read the ordinances deep? Any opinions? Are we okay with open lands? Okay. So open lands, density variance.
Yep, so it'll be a D2, a D5, and then I think the standards under open lands are the same for lot averaging in terms of bulk. If that's the case, then they might not need any other bulk relief.
But you can work with.
I'll make sure, yeah. I mean, the ordinance specifies the different bulk regulations by option, and I think they're the same, but, yep.
And I'm assuming this can be noticed, this is just an amended application, and this will still, it's still complete.
They don't
and
have
this
to
could-
redo, they just
Yeah.
have to write a letter, maybe, just to, I'm going for the.
Amending this and noticing it.
Yeah,
giving a
just
notice out.
notice for which one you're going under.
Okay, so, but we'll be doing this at the, what's the date of the December meeting?
Third Tuesday.
Okay, I know that,
I think it's the 16th.
I know that Mr. Mattis would like to inquire about the possibility of a special meeting. I said I would ask the question, it's really up to the board, but he would like to make that request.
It is December 16th.
December 16th,
And
okay.
how long do we need, how long, like,
Well, you
Sure.
need 10 days notice.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the newspaper needs a lead time to get published, so I'm not sure what that is for, is it the Trend Times?
They're pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yep.
so even if we could do a special meeting, we would buy a couple weeks,
Yes.
maybe a couple weeks.
Yeah, and it's, we have Thanksgiving in between, and,
I will say this, I have never successfully gotten a special meeting, nailed down a special meeting.
the problem
It's
too
really
is
hard.
Rob and Sharon and I are all with different boards at different
Yeah.
times, so it's, I mean, my schedule honestly is pretty full. I don't know about Rob and Sharon, but I assume the same is true for them. It's up to the board. I mean, we can try to find a date if you want,
Well, I
or,
need to, we need to find a date, and then I need to pull the board. I'm inclined to personally stick with December, because I've been down this path before. If you guys think you're gonna, if you want, how we do this? By tomorrow morning, if the three of you come and say, here's a couple dates that work, we will send out a note to the board. If the board is available, we can get a room, we can get the notice done, we'll do it, but it's a minimal amount of effort, time we can put into doing this, because it can be circular.
What do you need for a quorum? I mean, how many people have to be able to attend?
So, you have the 7-member board, and you have a couple of alternates, right? Okay, so you need at least 5 people to show up, and then, on a use variance, you need a super majority vote first, you need 5 people to say yes. So, you kind of take a chance if you don't have 7,
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like it's safer to wait till the 18th.
well, I can tell you this too. The only night I have open between now and then is Tuesday, December 9th.
Okay,
Literally one night.
I can do that.
I cannot, if you care.
So that's a week earlier,
Is that a first Tuesday or a
Second.
second?
second
Yeah.
Tuesday.
I don't understand, excuse me, point of order. I don't understand the necessity for a special meeting. Why can't we do it on the 16th? If we can do it on the 9th, why can't we do it on a regular meeting? What's the What's the emergency, I mean, what happens in that week that is?
Yeah, this is why I'm inclined to,
I would suggest we do it on the 16th. I can't do the 9th, so
Okay.
that's at least one person who can.
I think we
can
stick
do
with
it,
the
but I don't see
16th.
any reason to have special meetings when we have a meeting
7 days later.
7 days later.
We're talking a literal
To me-
7
to me,
days.
That's a
Yeah.
imposition on all of the members of the board, and,
Volunteer members,
what,
volunteer members.
exactly.
Professionals for something.
Yeah, I think we, yeah, should have said more firmly, yeah, we'll stick with December 16th.
Okay.
Okay, moving on to the agenda. Do you want to go get Dante? Just for the reports. Yeah, we moved off that item, yeah.
Emily, I'm assuming that we have a special meeting, and we have to bring in our professionals for a special meeting.
Well, no, the applicant would pay for that. We decided no. We're done. We're done. Done. Fair point. Fair point.
So
Okay.
is there a chance that the makeup of the board will change with the new year?
I don't know.
But this will be decided in December. It's wild. If you search for East Omaha zoning density, it brings it gives you like an AI overview. My phone does. It's just
And for anyone who's watching at home, we finished the zoning board portion of this meeting, and we are just looking to see if the township committee member who stepped out is available. He's not?
I don't see him.
Okay, okay.
I thought he might have been in your office. You're here.
Okay. Okay.
So are we live streaming?
I would like to, yes.
Okay, we got it up.
So, oral reports, while we're waiting, you're texting in. Oral reports, Greenville Advisory Committee.
Not much to report. We got the flags up for Veterans Day. We're preparing an end of the year report so we can review what we've done and talk about and make aims for next year to get our goals for next year.
Our November meeting was
Okay.
the Environmental Commission is drafting an article for the VIP control efforts
Oh.
in Boston Park.
Even possible mugwort control efforts.
We'll have a discussion about that.
Yes, the bane of our existence.
And Ag Advisory, there's real news from Ag Advisory, has voted to send to the planning board the farmland preservation plan for adoption with the master plan. And there were a lot of comments from SADC. It took them over a year, but
There were so many?
There were a lot, and I think the most substantive ones, there's a map of municipal targeted farms, and that grew considerably. They looked at a bunch of smaller parcels that were contiguous to currently preserved farms.
Oh, okay.
So they're not gonna have the requirement for the size. They've made an exception for that because they're contiguous.
Right,
That's a good change. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
That is actually interesting. Okay. Thank you.
So there's a lot of mapping, or GIS stuff.
Sorry, what's a municipally targeted farm, what does that mean, targeted?
So there's a list of all of the currently preserved farms, and then there's a list of farms that are not preserved that we'd like to see
I see,
preserved.
gotcha, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I actually think that's really a good call.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
already preserved.
yeah, so it'll come out on a map like this where you'll see the targeted farms.
Just that, see, there was, Backbrook Road, there's for sale signs just went up in 2 farmlands there, and, I don't know if that's part of your, thing, it's quite beautiful, so it spans both sides of Backbrook Road, walking to Old York Road too. So I don't know if it's open farmland forever, and now there's developing, solar.
I don't know. But we will be getting that. So I think that's probably, I think that's getting transmitted to us, and then we have to notice it before we adopt it.
Us being town planning board.
Because it's adopted by the planning.
Are we gonna do that for December? Is it ready to go?
It's ready to go. Yeah,
Okay,
so
are we gonna do the Ringos
We
in
are.
December as well? Okay, so we can do that in one notice, and then just send both documents to the county and the state.
That's gonna be a lot though on the December
Agenda.
agenda. If we have Madison, the amended plan and
Seems to
the
be already
farmland preservation.
However,
Simple Preserve Farm.
I think it's a matter of reading it, and it's gone through so many levels of review at this point.
Well, I'm thinking a public review, because they will not have had a chance to read it, and the public may have some comments.
What? Oh. Yeah, when we get it, I guess we could put it on the website. Yeah.
Well, Jamal, is it something that, are we under time constraints that we need to get it on? Because, I mean, we could, in theory, we could do the Ringos thing in January if we
I
had
want to get
to.
that done in December.
Okay, so, I mean, it just might be a
I
long
think
meeting.
Amy has.
But that one has already been discussed. It's going to get up, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we have, Engineers has the latest version, and Michael Davis made, one quick change, so it's ready to go out. So I don't know.
Okay, why don't you have Mike, I guess we'll just coordinate. He needs to provide a signed and sealed copy of it to transmit to the state and the county, so two signed and sealed copies that Katie's gonna have to mail, certified mail to the county and the state.
3, one for here, for public review.
Oh, because it's still a draft, because it doesn't have public comment.
Correct.
Yeah,
We're going to have a
Right.
hearing. We will have a hearing.
Okay,
yeah, he should still sign and seal it though.
okay.
And then Katie can handle it. If you need help, let me know.
But you'll send me the,
The Ringo's one I have to sign and seal, yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Might be easier to do one notice.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm thinking about that. I'm also thinking about timing. We'll sort it.
So will you reach out to Mike, or you want me to?
Whatever. If you want me to, I can.
That'd be great.
It's fine. Yeah, I'll just loop Katie in and then, we need a digital copy to post on the website and then 2 printed copies that he signs and seals. Or 3, excuse me. But I'll call him if you want.
That's great.
Yeah, I'll put a note on my calendar to do that tomorrow.
And as soon as I get them, I can get that done.
It's a lot, it's 100 pages. A lot of maps.
Oh, generally, I've been emailing to so this is funny. So I think is it local planning services, division of,
Government services.
yeah, something, you have to send it to the state now as part of the municipal land use law. Both the county and the state, they actually tell me, we'd really prefer digital copies, not paper. But the way the law is written, you have to actually send a certified mail copy of the document. So hopefully,
So
we've
look at the
changed.
black and white version then?
I don't think they care because generally Kate Fullerton wants a digital copy as well and they just archive it, but the law requires that we send a printed copy. So it's just bizarre that we have to waste hundreds of pages of paper. when we're, well, we can, forget it, send it in black and white. I mean, if we're sending in a digital copy, I don't really think it matters. Because color copying 100 pages is going to be expensive.
Multiple copies of it, yeah.
Right.
Okay. I'll let you work the rest of that out, not in meeting, okay? Historic Preservation Committee, yeah, I think the update on that one is the township is adopting the map and the creating the overlay, so I think that's good. PD Secretary, any dates? No? Okay, and I think I'm good. That would be up to this point. I will say that I am extremely happy that this board decided to hire the same professionals as we did last year. I'm looking forward to getting those contracts done. I will tell you, especially having been through a few applications, we have a great team, like a great team.
You're here.
Thank you.
I really have to say that. Okay, so at this point, we are going to go into closed session. Do we have a
Yes.
resolution that we need to adopt before we go into closed session?
Yes. Whereas it is necessary for the planning board to discuss litigation, and whereas NJSA 10-412 permits the planning board to conduct a meeting from which the public is excluded in order to discuss Jersey Power Sports versus East Amwell Planning Board, and whereas the time and circumstance under which discussion conducted in closed session may be disclosed to the public is when appropriate. Now therefore be it resolved on this 18th day of November 2025 that the planning board shall conduct a closed session to discuss the above.
Do we have a vote? A motion. We have a motion to approve this resolution, just 2025 - something, to go into closed session.
Second.
All in favor? We are now going into closed session.
You don't need me for that, right?
Oh, you need me?
And then I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
Oh, I think people are here to speak.
Oh, okay. Let's go to the agenda. Oh, I forgot about that.
So we,
We're going back to coming out of. No. We're open. That's correct. We're back in open session, is all I'm going to say.
Katie, do we want to run the audio again?
I think we're okay.
Oh, that little button.
Oh, we're running.
Okay. So can I go back? You ready? We are back in open session. Board discussed the Jersey Power Sports versus East Amwell Planning Board. They are, and we will be moving forward, appointing an attorney.
Sorry.
On that one. And then, so now, may I have a motion to open to the public?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any objection? You're open to the public. No? Okay. Seeing nobody, does anyone have any objection to closing to the public? May I have a motion to adjourn? Okay.
Your birthday boy means some motion.
And second?
Second.
All in favor? We are adjourned.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
I wondered if you were going to come here tonight.
The UT over